Hey guys, welcome back to more AFK Arena. In today's video, the Isabella changes are up on global server. I spoke to Kiasma, he's had a play with her, giving me like a lineup that he sort of got working. I'm definitely keen to try her in Portal Party and stuff like that. So we're going to have a bit of a play, nothing guaranteed. Let's get into it. Okay, so I'm actually really excited for this one because I absolutely love the Isabella changes. Now, as for bosses, I really want to test her in the guild bosses, but we don't have our battles today, so I'll have to wait for reset before we can test Isabella against that. But let's jump in and let's take a look. So this is the team Kiasma had working. So let's take a quick look at this and watch what she can do. Now, in this team, you are using Arthur, which is obviously a key member of other teams, and also Leica, a key member of other teams. So I want to try and create her into like a portal party or a set team that already works and make it better, or, you know, try and do something completely weird and make her work like that. But the problem with this one is I don't like having Leica and Arthur in the same team because I'd like to split them up in general. That's the only thing about this, but let's just jump in and take a look at what she does. So let's go. Obviously, light bearer heavy, this enemy team, so it's going to be optimized for her. We do have the buff coming from Mortis there. And as you can see, she kills one, they run away, she kills another. She absolutely shreds. So, that works nicely. Let's try exit out, okay. And I feel like you're obviously going to be using her against light bearer heavy teams. Now, with this one here, if we can click begin. So, I tried having her up here, and she's incredibly squishy. So a straw to run through, she's dead. So that's the one thing we got to be very careful of. She is incredibly squishy. So anything like this, you know, Tassie teleports are going to one-shot her. So she's not going to be completely splashable, I don't think, but I feel like this is a decent team to test her in. So let's go ahead and play around with the portal party ideas. So for me, like let's just do this. I just feel like the energy drain between her energy drain and Odin's energy drain. Man, I'm having trouble saying energy drain. I feel like it's going to be a lot, but once again, it's a tough one to actually form. Give me 2 seconds. I'm going to think about this. Okay, insert the break where I took a minute, went and looked at Artie's guide over on Reddit. I'll leave that linked in the description. I was like, what do I put in the front row? I'm trying to think of things that aren't necessary for other teams that, you know, that are in substitutes. So in his multi-team guide on the portal party, he basically has this team, except he has a Tassie in there instead. So I figure like Gorvo is obviously great with 5 pull and stuff like that, but there is replacements for him in those type teams. Orthro is not heavily used like as a requirement for many, like for any teams at the moment. So I thought let's try this, spin this in the team. So let's just jump in, have a look. Keeping in mind, once again, I always say this, you know, level deficits that you push at are going to affect the things and stuff like that. So I just want to have that as a disclaimer. So, you know, we are at what, we're about half power against them. We're at a 80-ish level deficit. I don't know. It's early. I'm trying to get this done before stream. I was excited when I woke up. We're streaming soon. But yeah, let's jump in. Let's try this. So I figured this way, these guys, let's see. Okay, we didn't manage to land a kill. I feel like that with RNG of landing a kill with Isabella will get us over the line. So, because if we land that kill, we get the fear. We got to remember that. So I'm going to try this a few times because I actually like the way this looks. Because look at the portals. Like, they're instantly grouped up. I know we don't need them grouped up for her to do her thing, but it's actually still quite nice. Let's try. It's the beauty of retries in campaign these days. We can get that seat. Okay, unfortunately we did use Arden there. There we go. There we go. That's what we wanted to get. Okay, nice. Nice. Let's have a look at damage. Yeah, obviously she was going to top that damage. Okay. I'm cool with it. Like, the thing with this team is, actually, I should have just watched the replay. But the thing I like about Orthros is that he throws in... Yeah, that's working real well now. he further reduces the energy recovery rate. So the thing I like about this is, so when we look at this team, once again, I could have just looked at the replay. But when we look at this, the thing I like about this, and I'm keen for people to test this kind of stuff. So my theory here with Orthros is that he's completely stopping one enemy from generating energy. Odin's obviously reducing energy and energy recovery rates with his portals and stuff like that. And then we have Isabella stealing the energy as well. Then we have the base CC of teleporting 2 enemies onto the rest of them, and then Gorvo stunning. I like not only the control aspect of this, I feel like I prefer her in this team to a Tassie almost. But once again, you have the RNG of what people will use. So that can be a good or a bad thing. When you have no Tassie, Nomura, or Arden in your team, it lets Pippa be randomized. So if one thing fails, you can retry for the other thing. So I actually like that. Let's go ahead and try it against something else. I don't think it's going to work against Iron. We just straight die. Anyone that gets grabbed by Iron's going to lose to that. Maybe this team. I feel like it's more like, and that's the problem. It's not suited to. It's not a real overly splashable team, because here Pippa's going to get shredded. The Gorvo's going to jump. Let's try. Let's see what happens. Okay, the Pharrell Fear's hurt there. The Pharrell Fear's hurt. So let's go ahead and try that again. And she wasn't really generating much energy that time. I'm not sure what's going on there. Let's try again. Must be the Pharrell. Must be the Pharrell doing that. All right, we'll be back in a sec. Okay, so I managed to get that one. And this is what you end up having to do, is put in like substitutes like Athalia to counter certain things. So this one, and I forgot to mention, I've got her on Windbinder at the moment. I remember Kiasma said he was testing with the other mage artifact. I can't remember the name of it. But this was on Windbinder. Just get that ult a bit quicker. I just find if you can ult quick with her and get the fear, it's actually really nice. So let's put this on replay. As you can see, Athalia to lock out that Pharrell. He was just being too annoying. The Odin dies basically instantly, but he does get one portal off before then. And you can look here. As soon as she does that, she shreds someone, and then it sends them all feared. And then the Orthro synergy as well, because you look at it, she's doing those double void barrages, which are dealing really nice damage, mind you, and manages to shred through. Unfortunately, that Kelter becomes an issue, and Belinda, I don't know, I'm not even sure what that was. That was Kelter that killed her there, but the rest of the team managed to do it, and not too bad. So I kind of like the Orthro synergies here. I kind of like it with the energy drain and all that good stuff. So let's go ahead. The other team that I was thinking about using her in, which we'll try against like this enemy. So let's go over here and reset this. So I was thinking just like the basic, like old school Graveborn control where you use Athalia, Nara, and Pharrell. But I was thinking about putting her in there, putting Pharrell front row and seeing how that operates. Unfortunately, there's 3. The problem with this one is there's 3 major back row threats. So let's just have a play anyway. So let's put her in. She'll come in. Pharrell can come in as well. And then we can do the Athalia like we were. I don't even know if Athalia has gear. She does, okay. She's pretty geared up. That's the lowest ranked. It's actually quite funny. That's the lowest ranked Celestial on Kiasma's list. And it's in full tier 2. Oh, I love it. I love it. I love this account. Okay, so that's that. Let's throw the Nara in. Wherever she may be. And I honestly think like you could do almost like an... Let's do our Orthros again. Because I do like that Orthros slowing down that Lucius shield. So let's just try this for fun. But I was thinking you could even use an Isold here. We could use an Ulna, something like that. But let's try and leave them for other teams. So let's just see how this goes. I'm not guaranteeing absolutely anything. Now, I don't know whether it's better for me to go aim for her to go here and we lock out those 2 units. But I just know Pharrell's fear is incredibly painful. We'll have a play around. We'll try a few different ways. So let's go 2 times speed so I can still kind of see what's happening. So she should drain, and now she's ulting, and now she should hopefully kill someone, fear the whole enemy team, and then away she goes with her void barrages. Honestly, it's not bad. She did die at the end, but it's not bad. Let's take a look. And once again, just so much damage. But I definitely like her in that kind of team. just because there's not as much pressure coming out when you have the dual lockout of those two plus the Pharrell doing Fears. Obviously, it's not going to work against every team. That team was sort of suited to it because if we jump back in, because we only really had, they didn't really have any burst damage. The only burst damage like that they had was going to come out of the Gwyneth, the early burst, and you know, she was locked up. So I feel like that sort of team works incredibly well. Like, yes, once again, you're never going to make a team that doesn't use any units that you use elsewhere, but like and I know it's a big gamble locking up Athalia and Nara in one team, because you might have another team where you need to snipe something. So for that sake, let's go over here. Let's look at something that can deal with getting grabbed by, I haven't even tested Respin. Yeah, he's got no gear. I was thinking Respin's shields might, like, I'm trying to think of a safe grab target for Nara. That's not really going to care too much. I really want to use Cirrus because I just love Cirrus. But who's a safe grab target for her? Let's look at something that's free to play-ish. I mean, hey, Orthro is free to play these days. Getting from the store in 6 years' time. That's how it is. Who's someone that we're not really going to miss? Warwick. No one misses him in campaign. Let's go with that. Okay, let's see if this works. Unfortunately, I don't think the Warwick has gear. That's going to affect it. But let's see. I just wanted to give an example that it's like I didn't actually need it. Oh, we were close. Honestly, if I had something decent in there, let's actually be a little bit more serious. Let's put a Wilder in. Kaz will just dodge for days. Okay, Kaz OP. Watch this. Kaz, don't die like that, Kaz. Isabella's down. We're back in a sec. Okay, so it worked. Wasn't as clean as the Athalia run, but it still worked. And I want to re-emphasize that we're not at like the top, like we're not pushing with like the complete top players here. Like we do have a bit of a shorter level deficit than players at this stage. I'm not sure what the average is at this stage of the game, but you know, keep that in mind. But I just feel like she has a place. I feel like she has a place. I really want to test her in boss fights as well. I'm really impressed with the way she's working in the Battle of Blood as well, like for PvP wise. However, in organized PvP, I think she's going to struggle a bit more. Is going to be the only thing to do with that. So let's go ahead and try, because I definitely think that the Portal Party and the Lockout is going to be like Portal Party and Graveborn Lockout. That's going to be her two optimal teams. So let's go ahead and try this one. So if we swap this up with the Iron team, I want to see if we can beat this like Wilder heavy Iron team. So I feel like we can put Orthros there fine. He can get, actually no, wait, we can put Orthros there. We can Athalia that. We'll drop the Nara so we're not using both. The problem is the Tassie here. The Tassie's going to teleport one shot, so this could take retries. So if we put her there, that stops Iron. And that leaves us with one bonus slot. And we can even put Pharrell back to the back row and bring a different substitute. Now, I know this isn't free to play. I know, like, but you could sub... No, you couldn't sub Nara in for that. You really need the Athalia. Anyway, rip the dream. Like, I know you can get both of these units free to play, but not many free to play players are going to have this. Maybe by chapter 3652, you might. So let's just leave that there. Once again, I'm trying to use units that aren't like necessary as often. Like Pharrell's obviously pretty optimal. Maybe we could even, like, I know we're going at a massive disadvantage, but to get the 5 faction, I was tempted to put my own Mezoth in there or something. I don't think he survives, but let's see if Izol can survive at all against this. So let's go ahead and try that. Orthros gets dropped, absolutely punished. Who's punishing Orthros? The Leica. Yeah, the Leica armor breaks. So this may be a Brutus stage. And we get banished by the Tassie with the Isabella. So let's do it that way, and then let's put a Brutus in. See if Brutus can buy us the time we need. Where is he? There he is. He's savage. Okay, basically instantly proc that. Please come out of the banish and instantly steal energy. Yes. Oh man, look at those banishes, how fast they roll out. Can she fear everything? Will she feed everything? I honestly think we could actually get this one with the right RNG. I actually think we could actually get that battle. So I'm going to try and we'll be back. Honestly, quite impressive. I'm actually, and I know I'm not the most creative team builder in AFK Arena, but I'm loving the Orthros synergies with her. I actually think it's wicked. I really do enjoy it because you've got Orthros stopping someone with energy. He's got his bombs. He's got his time. Let's her keep casting. Unfortunately, in this battle, she doesn't keep casting because she's banished at the time of Orthros' ult. If you manual played it, you could have waited an extra second and done it. But let's go here and take a look at it on 2x speed. Let's go 1x speed. So as you can see, she's banished up here. Brutus doing a great job, obviously eating up those armor breaks from the Leica. But here we go. She steals the energy, gets banished again, which really does suck. Orthros is going to ult right here as the banish is ending. So Pharrell is still the one that gets to keep attacking. And then we go ahead here and then we start orbing. We're going to kill the Iron here with the orbs. And he's down. And then we get the fear, which is really nice. We're going to drain some more energy. I love seeing those energy drains. And then we're going to go ahead again and ult, hopefully. But this is the huge thing. She got banished as Mezoth was going to kill her with that. She got banished as she was down getting killed. And then they go ahead to attack. Orthros gets banished again. Man, those Tassie banishes come so fast. But look at Orthros surviving this, by the way, against 3 enemies. I know they're not the highest damage enemies, but really nice. Then she goes ahead and melts another one. And then the Orthros ult, she keeps doing those Void Barrages. Like, I'm excited about her ult, but her Void Barrage is huge as well. She steals that energy. So like it's not just the gaining of energy, but it's also that stealing of energy that is absolutely huge. The fears. I just feel like there's so much in this Isabella kit that I really like, and I feel like some better players will make some really cool comps with her that could push, you know, like peak deficits and stuff like that. I just feel like there's too much in there, and my favorite combo at the moment is her and Orthros. But let me know what you guys think. I gotta jump off because I gotta get ready for stream. If you're still hanging around at the end of this, I'm probably streaming if you jumped in right when I uploaded. But anyway, guys, that is gonna be it for this one. Thanks for watching. I hope you have an awesome day, and I'll look forward to seeing the next one. Cheers.